All right. Start recording. Let's play the video game. I mean, I don't know. I never had eye twitching before. That ending really did feel short, huh? Yeah, I really ended the game when I had like an hour left. You pizza shit.
Spotted.
Wall nice and rebuilt. Oh, never mind. I don't think that wall rebuilding is happening anytime soon. This is Stream and Chev tear down this wall. Joey wants a compliment. Joey, I love you with all my heart, and you are a wonderful and amazing girlfriend, and I cherish every moment that I get with you. Balgo, as he often does, playing the role of Reagan. All right. I think that might be the meanest thing you've ever said about one of my best friends. The meanest thing anybody's ever said about one of my best friends.
The bristleback's gonna run him down. Get to safety!
Back the forge, you
Hey, why can't I...
Get inside until it's safe.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Why did it force me off my animal? I should have scanned that damn thing.
Looks like some sort of quarry. That machine will shrug off acid. Oh, good. And it's full of bristlebacks.
Oh. Am I in the place with squirrels? I am. Now I just gotta find some. The hell is
signal
that?
my focus picked up is coming from that metal tower. Maybe I should check it out.
Where are squirrels? That's a crow. Hello? Are you kidding me right now? Yeah, Jess and Hannah got to meet up. Very sweet, very nice. Where are the squirrels? I would like to improve the size of my inventory. This is what I did last time that made the game a lot more fun, was I immediately just like invested in like improving my inventory and my all my shit. And the game was much more fun for it. You fuck off. Are you fucking kidding me? Stop following me around. Oh, those are dudes. That's a boar. The problem with squirrels is that they'd be so little. I agree. If you chase upgrades as soon as you have the ability in open world games, the rest of your game is so much easier and frankly feels a lot better in most cases. IMHO. Which does mean every open world game basically starts with a lot of homework, which is kind of annoying, but brother.
Take advantage of that.
Where the hell? Where the fuck are these squirrels? Metallic squirrel, it's like a weird otter. There's weird robot otters.
With this grain channel fetch a price?
Brother, I'm actually gonna lose my fucking mind. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Where the fuck are the squirrels? Are they up in the trees?
Very gay Molly says hi.
Hi, Molly. Molly, where are the fucking squirrels? I am personally holding you responsible for this.
Shock ammo could help.
Okay. That's cool, I think.
Grass here.
Come on. I love how many games have adopted the Dark Souls style like D-pad inventory. It is a good system, I agree. It's a very simple, easy, concise to understand system. Wow. I'm gonna be honest, I did not expect that to just kill it. What's going on? Hey, what the fuck's going on? Hell yeah, just got a big couch in. Let's go. I still need to buy a big couch. Alright, well, this was a bad idea. What the fuck? Oh, nice. I'll be honest, chat. I would actually really love to, like, get your help. You know what? Hold on. Chat, tell me if this sounds like a good idea or a terrible idea. What if I, like, as, like, a fucking, like, little community project? Because Lynn is probably going to move out and move in with her girlfriend. So Lynn is probably going to move out and move in with her girlfriend, which means I will have my living room again since it's currently functioning as her room. And I have always just not put anything in my living room. It's just been a completely bare room with, like, nothing in it. What if, like, I could show you guys pictures of my living room, like my empty ass living room. What if you fucking, what if we got together and like designed my living room, chat? Like we could like find shit to put in it, like a nice couch and like you know, figure out where to put my TV and shit like that. Like we could like make it like a whole like thing, like an actual living. Because frankly, the reason I haven't done it for all the years I've lived here is I don't know how. I don't know what I would even put in it. We could fund your living room. I mean, that'd be nice, but I don't necessarily mean that. I just mean like people can like help me put stuff in there. Because like I mean this very sincerely. My living room has my front door in it, has a wall that's like half of a wall that's an entrance to my kitchen, and then otherwise it's just a completely barren like perfect square. So putting anything in it is kind of hard to do, but especially because I'm somebody who like puts everything against the wall. But if I put like the couch against the wall and then the TV against the other wall, the TV would look fucking really tiny by comparison. So I'd have to like figure that out, and I've never really like known what to do. And I don't know, Chad probably has better design skills than I do. My love of decorating in games will pay off. That's what I'm saying. Decorate. Like, what if we basically do like a stream or as a community get together and decorate my room like I'm a sim? Yeah, chat. Do you want to play interior designer? As long as nothing doxes you? Yeah, I would make sure to not do anything like that. Make that the hand cam stream. It would be funny. I just had an idea. What if like what if I fucking like streamed me putting my fucking living room together, right? And obviously that would mean I would have to be on camera, not as my VTuber, right? But I just wear like a fucking blanket over my body, like a ghost spirit Halloween costume or something. There's like a full body top to bottom costume so you can't see me. Oh, that would be funny. Oh, I am gonna die, brother. I mean, here, hold on. I can doodle my living room right now. It'll take me 5 seconds. Unironically, hold on. I'll even put it in the Discord. Hold on. I will doodle my living room right now. Hold on. DM it to me? I will. But hold on. All right, here you go. Let me doodle my living room right now. Okay? All right. Here. Let's see. Nope, I don't want the one with the rounded corners. Probably not a perfect square. It's probably like this. And then we've got here. There. That's my door. That's my front door. Here's a fucking big ass window that's really annoying. Because it like it's so big that you can't like really put anything behind it or next to it or whatever. Cause it doesn't or like, you know, the light will come through. Here's like a little like area from my door that's like got like tile or whatever. It's probably not even that big. There you go. And just about right there. There you go. That's my living room. That's it. That's the whole thing. I'll echolocate it. Let me see if I can find the dimensions, actually. Hold on. Damn, bitch, you live like this? I do. Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can get my floor plan. I'm not going to show it to you, but it would be nice to get the dimensions. No, this would be Earth 616, bare minimum. I can't seem to find floor plans for my apartment. That's really annoying. Like, I found my apartment. I mean, this is basically the same thing. Sure, hold on. Yeah, this is basically the same thing. Here you go, chat. I can't find floor plans, and Joey will send this drawing to you. Actually, I'll put it in the Discord so people can fucking Sims it around if they want to. But hold on. This is what my living room looks like when it's you know, like when there's nobody moved into it. It's just this, and then this is the other side. That's it. That's all it is. There's nothing else. It sucks. Actually, I don't even have carpet right here. This, like, right here past this wall, there is no carpet in mine. This is a nicer one than mine. Which is annoying, but there's fucking nothing in there. Hold on. Where's the kitchen hole? It's the one on the back. That's like half of a wall. That's the kitchen hole. Like, right here, this wall, right here, behind this wall is the kitchen. Like, this right here would be like the dining room area, and then the kitchen's right here. Past, like, this point right here is where the living room stops. In my house, literally, because then we get tile floor right here, so. Hold on. I'm putting this in general discussion, general disruption rather. There we go. There, I put it in MS. I put my MS Paint drawing in general disruption. There you go, Sims fans. And here, Joey, I will send you personally. It's basically the same, so I will send you the 2 pictures of my like actual, not my apartment, but very close. There you go. Feel free to Sims my apartment as much as you want. Turning your apartment into a Doom map, it would be a really fucking tiny Doom map, let me tell you. Apartment.wad. There's 3 of these things? Brother, my ass is not surviving. Show me your asshole? Okay. But yeah, that window makes it really annoying. The window along the front wall makes it really annoying to put anything there because, you know.
Girl, stay back. It's too dangerous.
Nah, we're Gucci. I believe Aloy showed hole then died. No, you're thinking of James Somerton. Who actually, come to think of it, didn't do either of those things. I know he didn't die, but he didn't even show hole. Hi, Lynn.
Not enough supplies.
I'm discussing what to do once you're gone. What to do with your room, the living room. I am expanding my horizons. Wow, I want to like actually make it a nice room. I've never done that to any living room I've ever lived in. I hope your trip is going well, Lynn. I hope you're having a good time. How you feeling today? I'm feeling better. When are you coming back, by the way, Lynn? I forget. Tomorrow? Okay. I made him a decent mock-up in the Discord. No, I know. I have the Discord on my second monitor. I see that. Fucking hooligan. No, 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 no. Don't.
Incoming.
You want to see grass physics in games? I just want to play Zelda. I don't think it's weird, although that's not really in my head what I associate with Zelda, but like, if you do, that's not weird. How much room does Lynn's bed take up so I can get a rough idea of dimensions? So that line, or that wall behind the kitchen, like where that like half wall where like the other like where it cuts off, Lynn's bed takes up that whole thing, and I believe it's a queen. I don't know, it's a pretty big bed. It's my old bed, and it's a pretty big one.
Go fry that machine with shock ammo.
I have a grass allergy. I'm not saying that's not real, obviously, but like, I've never understood how one can have an allergy to things like that. I mean, I don't have any allergies, so like, I'm already a weird candidate for this discussion. But like, how does that like work? Like, wouldn't you just be always allergic all the time then? Since there's always like grass in the air and stuff, like pollen and grass like particles and stuff. I'm not saying this to like make fun of you or make a mockery of it or anything. I genuinely I don't understand. I'm not trying to be a dick, I promise. I'm snotty all year round. See, I am too, but I'm not like allergic to anything. I got bronchitis when I was a kid, and it's kind of left me like with like permanent cold symptoms basically for the rest of my life, which is really frustrating. Oh, that's gross. I'm sorry, Mega Man, that sucks. I literally like almost failed out of school numerous times because I just refused to do PE. Can I share something with you, chat? Can I share something very dangerous with you?
My focus is tracing the signal back to that metal tower.
I think literally one of the worst things I ever realized as a kid, like unironically, I think one of the worst things I ever realized as a kid for like my like development is that nobody can force you to do anything. If you become like a stone wall and you just say no, in like unless they're like a cop or something, in 99% of cases, nobody can force you to do anything. And as a kid, I really wish I hadn't realized that, because it made me give up on like everything. Like unironically, I wish I had not realized that. Like, oh, what are you gonna do? Fucking expel me? Okay, I'm still like alive. I still like, you know, like I can still go get a job or whatever at fucking McDonald's. Like no matter what, I can still go do something. So there isn't really a consequence to a lot of like, you know, a lot of the crets that people try to give you just like outright aren't
like some kind of
credible.
In front of sheer cliffs. The image is incomplete. But maybe if I line it up exactly with where it was taken, my focus can fill in the rest.
I don't know how to explain it. I just really wish, like, I wish I had not realized this as a child, because like I said, it messed me up a lot. I didn't like, there was a lot of things I just wouldn't do as a kid because I was like, well, you can't make me, so. Like, I was like, I don't want to do PE. I don't like it. It feels bad. It sucks. I'm just not gonna do it. And what were they gonna do about that? Realistically, what was my PE teacher gonna do about me being like, no, I'm not gonna do PE? His ass couldn't like fucking set me down and make me do it. It's an important lesson to learn. It is, but I I don't know how to explain it, but I like internalized it in such a way or to such a degree that like you couldn't get me to do anything. If I didn't basically what I'm saying is now if I don't like, if I can't make myself find a reason, like if I'm like, oh, like, you know, like, you know, fucking, if I can't find a reason to do something in my brain, I'm just, I can't like motivate myself to do it just because or whatever, because I didn't really internalize the lesson of like, sometimes you got to do stuff just, you know, just because you have to, because it'll make something easier later or whatever. Like I have no like ability to self-motivate, I guess, or no like and obviously that's partially just an ADHD thing as well, but I have no ability to like, I don't have any self-discipline. That's the right word. Like I genuinely just have absolutely no self-discipline, and it sucks. If you don't care for the consequence, nothing will happen. Depends on what you prioritize. Yeah. What are they gonna do? Kill me? My ghost will haunt them? I mean, that you joke, but like that's kind of where my brain went. I was like, oh yeah, you can yell at me like, oh, you're gonna have to do PE or whatever, but like, what are you gonna do? Kill me? Psh, no. So what does it matter?
My focus lost the vista point edge. I must have moved too far.
What, you're gonna fucking, oh, you're gonna put me in detention if I mean, the other thing was I didn't exactly have very positive, like, the other thing was I didn't have very positive, like, there were two other things, which is that I didn't have very positive, like, lasting impressions of any adults. So, like, how do I explain this? When you move every single year, like when you move literally every single year without fail, so every school year, you are in a new school, right? It gets hard to take any like threatening adult seriously, you know? They don't know you. They don't like know who you are. They don't know like what, you know, what's gonna happen, and like the rules are different everywhere, so it's not like I can ever like get a baseline for like, you know, oh, well, this is this way, or this is this here, and this is that there. Like I don't, you know, like what, oh, like, oh yeah, dude who, yeah, you're really gonna fuck me up, man. I'll see you, you know, you'll see me for 9 months out of this year, and then we'll never fucking encounter each other ever again for as long as we live. You're not gonna have to deal with someone in 3 months. What do you care about how they perceive you? Yeah. And like, what does their authority mean to you, you know? Oh yeah, you're so scary. Can't wait to never see you again for the rest of my life 3 months from now. I needed to kill raccoons. Damn, vultures are all the way down there, huh? Okay. Hi, Marissa. I don't know. Maybe this was just a me problem, but I really wish I had not, like... I really wish I had not had the realization that nobody can do anything to me ever, I guess. Like, not really. Because now I don't know how to actually, like, be motivated to do anything, because, like, what's the worst that can happen, you know? Or not really what's the worst that can happen. I don't know. I'm having a hard time, like, putting this like, feeling into words, but... Probably just modern and clean. I would like to do cottagecore, but it wouldn't, like, fit with the rest of my stuff. Like, I guess I could go out of my way to make it fit, but... My ideal style is like cottagecore, but because that's hard, probably just like a nice clean, like, you know, like nice clean, like black plastics and stuff like that, you know, simple, elegant, nothing too lavish or whatever. Also, cottagecore is kind of expensive. cottagecore, but with RGB. Also, the other thing is, like,
Could work around with my focus.
I didn't like, I've told this story before, but chat, like, for those of you who are new here, have not heard this story, or I guess I should ask, who of you has heard the story? Because I know some of you are new, so I'm going to tell it anyway. But who of you have heard the story about how I lost an entire year of school? Like, I just did not get to participate or engage in school, like the activity of education, for a year because I was poor. Just an outright entire year of school gone. So, I went to a school, America moment, kinda. I went to a school, again, for those of you who are new here or don't know, when I was a kid, up until I was like 18 or whatever, we moved every single year. Literally every year. My mom was always basically running away from credit card debt, and my dad was in the military and also just had like a wanderlust or whatever. So we moved every single year without fail. So that school-wise, that really fucked me up. I just killed that raccoon because I need its hide. But we moved every single year without fail, and school-wise, that fucked me up in a lot of ways. There's a lot of stuff I don't know because the in the way it works in America is that curriculum is dictated very much by like the area you're in. So like, you may go from one school. My prime example is that. One of the first moves we did, I went from a school that was just starting, or just ended their like basic addition and subtraction course. Like I was just learning the very, like I was very young and I was just learning the very basic, most fundamentals of math. You know, basic addition and subtraction. And then the school that I went to, was just finishing their multiplication and division. Like, they were way ahead of the curriculum. And so, obviously, I got really left behind. And so I was like, hey, teacher, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know how to do any of this stuff. And they're like, well, tough shit for you, basically. Because it's not like they can, you know, cram an entire, like... It's not like they can cram, you know, months worth of stuff into me in one night or whatever, you know? Like, that's not how that works. So... You know, all the teachers I had were no, it wasn't awful teachers. All the teachers I had were sympathetic and helpful, but they would basically have had to do like a whole nother like upwards of like 6 months of teaching just me the thing they just got done teaching. So like, it's not really their fault. They're really, you know, like they're on a schedule. They have to move forward. Yeah, they can like do extra tutoring for me or whatever, but like at the end of the day, like I still like, you know, let's say they make and this did happen. Let's say they make headway into extra tutoring, and then right as we're getting into headway to getting into back where we are, at the same time, I'm also trying to learn the stuff that's ahead. So I'm trying to learn both of these things at once, and then I move. And now I have to make a whole new, like, make a relationship with a whole new teacher who has to teach me a whole new curriculum, and like, you know what I mean? Like every year, it's just stacking more and more and more things I don't know. That I'm trying to learn what I missed at the same time as learning what they're currently going through. So it's like, it's not the teacher's fault. Like, what were they gonna do, you know? I did have some shit teachers, but like, generally speaking, it's not the teacher's fault. What were they gonna do? That is just fucked then? Yeah, it's you know, there's not a lot that could happen in that situation for any of us. But anyway, so one year I moved to this school, and this school is weird because it has its elementary, middle school, and it's like at the end of like a cul-de-sac type thing, like one of those roundabouts or whatever, like where you go down a street and then it like turns into like a circle and then it goes back out, and like on the circles all the houses. Are those called cul-de-sacs? I don't know what they're called. Whatever, you know what I'm talking about though, like the road that like turns into a circle and you go back and it's like surrounded by houses or whatever. Yeah. So I go to, there's like this school I go to that's this weird thing that is a cul-de-sac school where the elementary school, the middle school, and the high school are all right next to each other. I've never seen anything like it. They're literally all next to each other. So if you live in this area, you go to this school and in this area forever. Like, this is like the area you go to school in from birth until you fucking graduate. Like, it's weird. But anyway, and it was like pretty like like upper class too. This is one of the times that we lived in like a nicer area. So we go to the school, and I go there, and on the first day they're like, all right, everybody, as part of your middle school, I'm in like 7th grade or 6th grade or something, and they're like, all right, everybody, as part of your middle school, like, you know, as part of like the things we expect here, one of the things we expect is that you have to have book covers on your books. You have to have like little cloth, like stretchy covers or whatever, or even paper covers, whatever. You take these books home with you, and they are your books, and they are like your you know, whatever, and they're your responsibility. So since they're part of your responsibility, one of the things you have to do is to put book covers on them. So they were like, you need to talk to your parents about it, and you need to get book covers, and then come back to school tomorrow with a book cover. And if you don't have a book cover, you're gonna get in trouble. And I was like, okay. So I go talk to my mom, and I'm like, hey mom, school says I need book covers. And she's like, well, we can't afford them. Like, they're only a few bucks, but yeah, we can't afford them. We were already in kind of like, we were in a rich area because my mom was dating somebody at the time, but he wasn't great. So we were kind of already in dire straits. And so my mom was like, yeah, we can't afford them. Just tell them we can't afford them. Like, yeah, it'll be fine. I was like, okay. So I go back to school the next day, and I'm like, hey, we can't afford book covers. And they're like, yes, you can. They're only a few dollars. And I'm like, no, we can't. My mom won't buy us book covers. And they were like, Grimlock, thank you for the rescrub.
Master just resubscribed for 3 months.
So,
I want to hear Boss's story.
The teachers are like, well, sucks you can't afford book covers, but the school says that, like, the school policy is that these books are your responsibility, and we're trying to teach you kids, like, responsibility and stuff, and how to, like, take care of your things. So, so yeah, you have to get those book covers somehow. And they're like, you can make them out of newspaper or something like that. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know how to make them out of newspaper. And I tried. I made them out of like a brown paper sack that one of the teachers gave me once, and after 2 days it ripped, and then I didn't have a book cover anymore. So the way that school worked is, anytime you did anything wrong, you got an infraction. And it doesn't matter what you did. If you were caught going to the bathroom without a hall pass, or I don't know if that was one of the things, but whatever. Anytime you did anything wrong, no matter what the severity of it was, high or low, whatever, you got an infraction. So you could have like pissed the teacher off and gotten basically sent to fucking timeout or whatever. That would be an infraction. That one kind of makes sense. But at the same time, not having a book cover is an infraction. If you have 3 infractions, you have to go to ISS, in-school suspension. So, and the way it works is like you have to, like every day or every week, I think, your infractions go down by 1. So like, you go to in-school suspension for the day on your 3rd infraction, and then after that, if you get any more infractions, you go back to ISS. And then after like a week, you go down to 2 infractions. And then after a week, you go down to 1 infraction. Like, you've always got to keep a tally of your infraction system, right? Or count or whatever. So my routine every morning became going into homeroom class or whatever, going to my first class, teacher being like, Kyria, do you have a book cover? No, teach. Sorry, I don't. All right. To the office with you. So then I would just go and spend the entirety of my 8-hour school day in the back office in a little cubicle in the back office in the front office, just sitting there waiting for the day to end. They would bring me homework and stuff with no explanation of what I was supposed to do. They would bring me lunch, but otherwise I just sat in a cubicle all day. And eventually, because I didn't give a shit, like I said, because I was like, well, you can't make me do the homework, it didn't matter to me, I started just reading books. I started just like going, because like you were still allowed to do that. So I would just go to the library, pick up the new R.L. Stein or whatever R.L. Stein I hadn't read that week, and just read it while I was in school suspension. Honestly, it was great for me. I spent that was the easiest school year of my life, brother. I just spent a whole year reading. That was a great year for me. Ignore all the education I missed. That was a great year for me. I had to read all the R.L. Stine books. I read the entirety of Fear Street, man. So yeah, I just lost an entire... Was this a public school? Yes, this was a public school. And you know what's funny is all of the teachers, literally all of the teachers and even the office staff by the end started to like genuinely feel bad for me. They were like, man, this sucks, huh? And I was like, yep. But they were always just like, well, that's the school's rules. Sorry. As if they're not the ones who made the rules and could change them. I mean, the teachers didn't, but like... Oh no, they started feeling bad for me after like the first week. At first they were like... At first I kept getting treated like I was doing it on purpose. Like I was like intentionally, like I just didn't give a shit about my stuff. And I was like, whatever, I didn't care about going to in-school suspension. Which they were right, I didn't. But eventually they were just like... You know, at some point, you're probably going to get bored of this and want to, like, leave, right? I remember specifically one of the office ladies coming in during lunch and just, like, talking to me and trying to have, like, a come to Jesus moment to me and being like, so, like, you don't want to keep coming in here, right? Like, you just need to buy book covers, right? I was like, yeah, but we can't afford them. And she was like, not even, like, the cheap ones? And I was like, yeah. So, like, well, why don't you make them out of paper? If you make them out of paper, like, out of, they had like a little thing and they were like, one of the teachers will give you like a brown paper bag. They were like, one of the teachers will give you like a brown paper bag and, you can like wrap it around your book and tape it and then you have a book cover. I was like, oh yeah, I tried that. But do you realize how much wear and tear your books get pulling them in and out of your backpack every day? Like running against the, like the like teeth of your backpacks, like a zipper or whatever shit like that. Like it rips. And then once it rips, even if it's still on, this was the extreme bullshit to me. If it ripped, if you had a paper book cover on there, and it ripped, you didn't have a book cover. Even if you still had it on there and it just had like a tiny little rip or whatever, it showed, according to the school rules, it showed you couldn't take care of your things, and therefore you didn't have a book cover. And even if I made another one, like even if I went to homeroom and I was like, yep, let me just make a book cover real quick. Doesn't matter. I wasn't prepared at the start of class by having a book cover. I did not come to class prepared. Therefore, it's an infraction. Like the point was not that I didn't have a book cover. It was that I didn't, well, I mean, it was, but it was that even if I had made one right then and there, I would not be able to do it until the next day because I did not come to class prepared. Any of this stuff here? Nope. Like damages payout? Yeah. So yeah, that's how I missed an entire year of school. I do apologize that all of my stories are like this. They're all really depressing, but it's just kind of how my life was. Looking back on it, I just think it was kind of funny. Nobody was able to bend the rules at all. I asked one of the teachers directly. I literally like joked. I didn't ask, rather. I joked one time. I was like, man, if only one of you guys could give me money to buy book covers or whatever. And apparently, if any of the school faculty had given me money, that could have been like, we could have sued the school out of the ass or something like that. Like, it was apparently an extremely delicate issue. Like it was extremely delicate. And could not, like, they could not do it, which sounds like bullshit to me, but whatever. That was what I was told. Hecary bone. Did they not waive the book cover rule? Nope. Apparently not. Like you would think, right? But no, apparently not. Nice. Bristleback circulate. Hold on, I want to show you guys, I want to show you guys, I remember very clearly. I'm gonna bring up MS Paint again. I want to show you guys what the area that I spent my entire like 6th or 7th grade or whatever in looked like, because I remember it very, very, very clearly. So like, hold on. So like, this was the front desk, if it'll let me. Yeah, okay. So like, that's not quite as curvy as it was, but sure, whatever. Hold on, let me do that again. This was the front desk. It was, when you came in, there was like this like it was like a round area that you would come in through, and like you had like the fucking like entrance. An entrance right here and an entrance right here, and then you had like the front desk was like right here basically, that you could come in through, and then there were like little chairs here like along these walls or whatever. And then the area that I spent the most time in was just behind the front desk. There was a little door. And then there was this fucking room. This is where I spent ISS. There was this room, and in this room there was like one hallway straight down. So like, you know, not an arrow, but like there was like one hallway straight down, and then there were just like little cubbies like this, like little fucking like cubbies or whatever, cubicles. That's the word I'm looking for. There were little cubicles like this. And I just had to like go back here and pick a cubicle, and like there was no windows or anything. There was like a window on the door right here. And I would usually pick this cubicle because I liked it. I don't know why, I just kind of did. But it meant that like it genuinely was fucked up. It was kind of like a prison, because like I couldn't see, there was no windows. Like the only light coming in was from the fucking fluorescent light right here. Like I could occasionally see stuff out here, but it was like all like concrete and stuff, so I couldn't like hear stuff that well. Like it genuinely was like I just spent a whole like 9 months just in this room fucking chilling right here. Hold on, here's me. Oh, let me here's me. I'm just fucking chilling like a villain with my feet up. They're playing my song, The Butterflies Fly Away. And I'm just chilling over here, like a villain, because I didn't have my book covers, and just fucking reading R.L. Stein. That was just my entire like 6th grade or 7th grade fucking experience. I remember it very, very clearly. I wouldn't say it was like traumatic for me or anything. Mostly I just kind of got annoyed. At first I was annoyed, and then I was like, damn, I get to just read all day? This is fucking cool. Hell yeah. But like, I remember this area very clearly, because I remember even when I was in it, I was like, this is like an actual like prison. Like, you've put me in a prison. Even as a kid, I was like, there are some implications here that are probably not great. Something should not have been done to you. Oh, extremely agreed. A classmate of mine tried to shoot me in class with an airsoft gun, but the teachers didn't take it away. What the fuck? So you were not supposed to be able to read. That was the one bit of pity that one of the ladies at the office took on me. You were not supposed to be able to read, but like, one of the ladies let me. I was not supposed to be able to, but one of the ladies was like, yeah, you can read. It's fine. To me, the most frustrating part was that I kept getting, homework for things that I had not been taught. Like, how do you expect me to fucking... How am I expected to, like... How am I expected to do, like, this homework on this thing or whatever when I wasn't in the lecture? I wasn't in the thing where, like, they taught you how to do the thing. I do remember one of the teachers never gave up acting like it was my fault and was shitty about it the whole time. And I remember very clearly, at the end of the year when we were like signing, like books and stuff, like yearbooks and stuff, she made a fucking, he, I'm thinking a different one. He made a smarmy ass fucking comment that still to this day makes me very annoyed. I went up to him because we were supposed to, like, you know, get, well, we weren't supposed to, but, like, you know, it was like, yeah, go get all the signatures in your yearbook from all the teachers, right? And so there were a few teachers that were nice to me, and, like, when I saw them, you know, occasionally they were nice to me and stuff like that, and understood it wasn't my fault. And so, you know, I got their stuff or whatever, and then I encountered him in the hallway, and I was like, he was like, can I say, like, you know, he kind of stopped me. He was like, you probably want my yearbook signature, right? And I was like, yeah, man, I guess. And he came up to me and he was like, he pulled out his pen and he was like, he like started to go sign my yearbook. And then he was like, you know, I'd say it was great to have you in class, but I wouldn't have known. And then didn't sign my yearbook. He was like, so you probably don't need my signature. And I was like, what? You're a dick. What the fuck? What the hell, man? Motherfucker thought he was so cool. He was owning like a fucking like 13-year-old. Like, what the hell, dude? Showed off his gambling to the students. What the fuck? That teacher was a cunt, but it also makes me laugh a little bit because I'm like what? Cool, dude. You owned a 13-year-old. Do you feel good about yourself now? Like, what do you like? Did you feel better? Yeah, wow, bro. You owned a child. You should tackle a student. Dude didn't even get in trouble. What the fuck, man? School really was shit for everybody, huh? See, Mega Man, I feel like I would have thought, like, I don't know, European schools were better, I guess, and Jess as well. I would have thought they were better about this shit. What the fuck? Stories make me sad. That's just, you know, that's how school is sometimes, I guess. I mean, it shouldn't be, but, you know. Not to act like, oh, you know, oh, well, school will be school. Like, not like that, but, you know. There was a sexual assault in my school as well. Well, I shouldn't say sexual assault. It wasn't that. Specifically, one kid randomly pulled his dick out in class and showed it to another girl. Or I say another girl. He just, like, he randomly just in the middle of class when we were all, like, gathered up in little, like parties or whatever, one kid pulled out his dick and just like showed it to a girl, and then the teacher whose class it was heard what happened and was basically like, she probably deserved it. Like, he was like, you're whining about it, you probably like egged him on somehow. And that teacher got fired. The next year, he got fired. Oh, child porn always gets shared around schools, especially high schools and middle schools, because teenagers get horny and then they take fucking nudes and they send them to each other and shit. And note, like, it's almost kind of funny because every time this happens, like teenagers will fucking get horny and they'll start like sharing fucking nudes with each other or whatever. And then some adult has to be like, guys, that's child porn. If you just accidentally kept this on your phone in a few years, you would go to jail. You'd be on a list for the rest of your life. And everybody's like, oh yeah, guess you're right, huh? Bristleback circulator. The bristlebacks were somewhere. Also, Hera, I saw your DM today. Sorry, I forgot to reply this morning, but I did see it, and I will reply later about comics. Where the fuck was I that there were squirrels? It was here? I think it was here.
Better loot all the machine carcasses here. I might find the parts I need.
Stalking one of our hot teachers? I think we just got to do like a redo on the whole school system. You think? I think we gotta scrap the whole thing. We're doing a do-over from scratch. We're doing a do-over.
Didn't get the parts I was looking for. I'll have to go to another site.
I mean, I've also told the story that I've done sex ed like 9 fucking times because every year, like from grades like fucking like, I don't know, like fucking 5th grade all the way to like, I don't know, 9th grade or whatever. Like every year we moved, we did sex ed.
Come on, anyone! Make my day.
Did it pay off? I don't know. I was already fucking hypersexual, so I don't know. It made me trans. That's what happened. If you take sex ed 9 times, you can actually clip sideways into the wall and then you turn trans. I'm sure a lot of shit happened at my school, but I keep coming back to the time one kid broke both his arms at the same time. Oh yeah, him and his mom got really close. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if I've just caused you psychic damage. Redditor? Yeah. In case you don't know what I'm referencing, chat, there's a somewhat famous story of a Redditor who broke both of his arms at once, and his mom, when he was a teenager, and his mom started jerking him off. And then after his arms healed, they continued their sexual relationship. And he's like, yeah, it really wasn't that bad for me. I consider it like a positive experience in my life. By the way, I only visit like mother-son incest kink subreddits now. So I'm definitely not, was not changed by this experience in any way. I mean, do what you know, I guess. Are you fucking kidding me, man? Hold on. I'm not gonna read the story or whatever, but here you go, chat. For those of you who are willing to go down the rabbit hole, there you go. I am a man who had a sexual relationship with his mother. When I was in my teens, I had a sexual relationship with my mother that I think we would both characterize the experience as positive. Feel free to ask anything, but I will not discuss anything that would reveal my identity. Recently, my mom and I spoke with a researcher that is studying examples of incest that were not traumatic. I mean, I believe him. I'm sure it wasn't, but like, you know. This chat needs Jesus. I just know some of you are gonna be like you're gonna, it's gonna bother you. You're like, how did that even happen? Like, what happened? So there you go. I've now sated your curiosity. It's time to pray. Wait, is that... Hold on. While I'm waiting for this motherfucker. Hold on, let me put these down and then I'll play that YouTube video. Is that what I think it is? Wait, what makes you feel ill? Don't want to know what. Worse than the Jolly Rancher story? Oh, the Jolly Rancher story's not that bad. I think it's gross, but it's not that bad. Cool, I have a coil. What is this? What is this? Watch this. Is this what I think it is? Oh, well, that's not what I thought it was, but that's funnier. Okay, sure.
Come. I'd do anything for Jesus. I found over 1,700 times in the Word of God where this word is used, come, and that's not cometh and the rest of the comes, but that's just come. Preaching my heart out for 45 minutes to an hour on that one word, come. And it was one of our Lord's favorite words. Come unto me. Come and drink. Come and dine. Jesus said, come, come, and come, and it goes on and on and on. I know this is dumb, friends, but there are people that still haven't got it, so bear with me. When I say come, it means come. I'm coming, you're coming. When I turn to my son and I say, come, I want them to come. That word come is universal in its application. Come. What did Jesus say to his disciples? Come. There's no room for discussion, friend. Guess what? Come. Come. It commands obedience. Come, come, come. How many have had the Holy Ghost come in you? You come. Come. He was crucified for you. He died for you. He did everything for you. It's time for you to come. He's come. He's already come. He wasn't just a baby in a manger, friend. That was God coming. I love the way the Christmas story starts out, because God came and then the wise men had to come. The shepherds had to come. And ever since Jesus came, he said, I've done my part. Now you come. You come. I came.
Now
you come. Quickly. What is this hesitating stuff? That's demonic, friend. You're going to die. And one day when you die, you're going to be with him whether you like it or not. And I don't want him to look at me when I die and say, I've been calling you all your life. Now through death, you've had to come. I said, come, 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 come. For those of you that don't believe that, friend, you need to read your Bible.
That's true, actually. See, I thought when you said it's time to pray, I thought I thought what you were gonna say when we said we need Jesus and it's time to pray. I thought we were gonna hit the good old
knowledge fight. Dan and Jordan, I am sweating. Knowledgefight.com. It's time to pray.
I have great respect for Knowledge Fight.
Knowledge Fight. I'm sick of them posing as if they're the good guys, saying we are the bad guys. Knowledge Fight.
Dan and Jordan. Knowledge Fight.
Need money. Andy in Kansas. Andy in Stop it. Andy in Kansas. Kansas. Andy, it's time to pray. Andy in Kansas, you're on the air. Thanks for holding.
Hello, Alex. I'm a first-time caller. I'm a huge fan. I love your work.
Knowledge fight.
Knowledgefight.com. I love you.
See, every time I hear the phrase, it's time to pray, that's where my mind goes. Time to pray. Thanks, Alex. You big, stupid piece of shit. I gotta get back to listening to Knowledge Fight while I like clean and do other things. It's good, good distraction material because you spend so long and spend so much time being fucking mad at Alex Jones for being the insane, washed up human being that he is. Well, I struggle to categorize him as human, but you know, you get so mad at him for being the big piece of shit that he is that like you're doing a task you hate, you forget how much you hate the task because holy shit, man, does he suck. Racist Jesus rap. Didn't he lose everything now too? God willing.
She won't be bothered by acid.
Watch the one I sent? Yeah, hold on. There we go. Bristleback circulator. I think fast travel here. Oh no, that's right. Fast travel requires you to. Open in the right place? Yeah, good. Cool. Alright, what is this, Joey?
The next few moments of our program, I have decreeing faith for you. I'm just wild enough to do what God said. That's why results happen.
I shouldn't laugh at this. I should not laugh at this. I am not 12 years old. I am not 12 years old.
And you have faith. You just need to use it, saith the Lord. Hallelujah.
Paid her bills and her neighbors got blessed.
Who the fuck is this guy? Why does he make that face?
The day of miracles has come.
Thank you, Jesus. Father.
Good God.
Oh, yes, I sense your presence. God put this in my spirit, man. Praise God. Just sense the anointing flowing out of me. And he's so big. You too will see the
don't talk about Jesus' size. Okay, I'm not watching the whole thing because that's 9 minutes. But yes, Joey, that is funny. Even though it shouldn't be. That shouldn't make me laugh. Also, sorry we're just like running around in the same area not doing anything. I'm just like, I would really like to like upgrade my shit, so I'm just kind of farming things. Also, yes, the map is 3D, and it is cool. Agreed. Oh, okay.
Damn it!
I made the logical assumption there that shooting that would explode it. Turns out I was wrong.
Hi! Hana Fujisaki says hi.
Hi, Hannah. Oh, okay. Sure. That doesn't seem right, but okay. Silk. Little guy. I was nuzzling against him. Man, I wish I had I wish I had a fucking Zilk like squashmallow. You one? Well, you can crochet me one. I mean, like one that's like just like normal plushie and stuff. Although I've told you, keep saying like I have told you I can make you one. Like I haven't said okay, make me one. I finally relented the last time you brought it up and said okay, make me one.
Mama, I am already squashmallow sized and shaped.
That's what I'm saying. What the? Okay. Brother, I was at full health, I think. Maybe. I probably wasn't. Alright. Fucking whatever, then. I'm making your Sims house? Show me what you have so far. And Kyria. Literally just have the layout? What? I sent that a while ago. So sad that time zone exists. Yeah. Believe me, I know. Both of my partners are in the UK, which means after 6 o'clock, I'm just alone and sad and lonely. Which is much less of a problem when I'm not doing a subathon, but when I am... Oof. Give us? Well, sure, but that also means my partners don't get to engage with like the thing that I put a lot of work and effort into, you know, that being my stream. Like Joey gets to be here for an hour. Hex goes to sleep even earlier than Joey does, so you know. It's not their fault, but I'm missing it. Oh my god, seriously? Why are these things one-shotting me? Is my health just really low and I'm not noticing? Oh, you're actually remaking my home in The Sims. I see. Well, hold on. Give me a second, Joey. Hold on. I'll be right back. 1 second. I'm gonna try something. Hold on. I have an idea, and this is gonna work.
Pretty sure it's your round. Can't be my round.
Here we go. Who said that?
Yeah, you.
Got somewhere to be. Sorry.
I had the best singing voice in all the night.
Yes, hi.
How goes it, Hammerhead?
Bring it back. Throw me in with pink.
What?
I dare you. Do I have to say it every time?
Ignoring me again?
Got somewhere to be. Sorry. I don't know why.
I'll have you know, I am the smartest man to ever stand exactly.
Walk it off, huh?
Yeah. Not working.
Okay, never mind. I was very sure I could measure my walls so I could see what my exact dimensions of my house were. And that didn't really work. And then I was like, there's got to be like a thing with my floor plan around here somewhere. And I can't find one. I'm like really annoyed now. I want to figure out what the size of my apartment is.
If I'm drunk, you
Yeah, you.
got somewhere to be. Sorry.
Is that a Nora? Ignoring me again?
Yes, hi.
Ignoring me again?
That's rough. I'm still determined. Hold on.
Throw me in with pink. I dare you.
Do you guys just genuinely not have floor plans online? This is ridiculous. What the hell, man? Oh, it's gonna bother me now. I want to know the exact size.
You say you can give me free. Yeah, you. But hear me out. Here we go.
I am most certainly so. Watch as I walk in a straight. Never met a beer I didn't
Yes,
like.
hi.
Or couldn't finish. Are you a sight for sore eyes?
How goes it, Hammerhead?
Brother, my ass is gonna scream. What the hell?
Do I have to say it every time?
Alright, whatever.
Ignoring me again?
Alright, I give up. I can't find it. All I can find is that one of my walls is probably the wall with the kitchen and the wall with the window is probably
Get under the table
like 12 or 13 feet long. I don't know how long the other walls are though. Probably like 18 feet, maybe more. I don't know. All right, sorry. This is gonna bother the hell out of me for a while, but whatever.
On the same side here. The bristle.
What do you want, Alvant? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself. Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior.
Ew, stop that.
Freeholder, at your service. So,
Be a
what
weirdo.
could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, best get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble, ha! Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Osseram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Karja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Oseram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Oseram
Fuck is this asshole? I have no idea.
Who do all the back.
Sorry, I was potentially signing up for a deadlock invite.
All we're asking for is the
that new
ability
Valve game.
to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people for the people.
Right. Then just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle of town, but with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Oseram lives.
Oh yeah,
I'm going
he
to clear out the
is.
bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is going to get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle. Better see what that Karja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
The guy felt dodgy. Oh yeah, no, this guy is extremely like wearing his I am evil hat. Or I am morally duplicitous hat. Duplicitous is a word people don't use enough anymore. Hi, who are you?
Hey, Mildef. Mildef. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oven didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Seems like it.
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals, no trouble.
I make meals, not trouble. Very real.
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they liked my food. Or the ale.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Ulvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do.
There's weird flickering here for some reason.
Source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients.
Everybody always just needs Aloy to do something for them.
And I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildef. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
I mean,
Already got enough meat
by telling him to not let people push him around, you're kind of pushing him around a little bit.
Just
Well.
need to grab a metal panel from a scrounger pile.
I almost have enough to just do this quest. What's this? Who's this man? So who are you? Petra?
No one Change your mind about that brew? No?
Oh, Petra, you.
Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by. Since when do I do what's expected? Ha! There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Can we please fuck like animals?
Remember, chat. Never let anybody push you around. Only ethereal spirits can push you around in the bottomless void. Mama, can I have some water? Please. I've eaten so much soap but never had some water.
That would be a bad idea.
We got bodies to bury from the
Your tummy would get really, really hurt.
Grating the gears about his concession decree. Hey! Weapons off the table! Ah, don't listen to me. Nothing a cold brew and knocking some heads together can't fix eventually. So the bristlebacks in the Daunt.
But I'm so good at digesting water.
Where did they come from? That's the thing. No one rightly knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But I heard talk of some vanguards trying to take them down. Did they come through here? Stopped by briefly for supplies. Ulvund was none too pleased. Won't be able to crank it to his advantage once the bristlebacks are gone. But how could bristlebacks and the Daunt help Ulvund? 2 words. Concession
Not really sure I
decree.
personally read her as
Since no one
ace,
knows
but
where
the rest,
bristlebacks
sure.
came from, Ulvund has taken to blaming the Karja for him. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town. And people actually believe him? Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give him half a reason, they'll blame the Karja for anything.
Ah, damn Karja slavers.
You've made an
So
the
about
damn
Ulvund.
Karja.
Around here,
The Karja's made an enemy of the Karja today, or that whatever that fucking Simpsons thing is.
Like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone
Charlotte
and
comes
timber.
back to the word fat
So
nut
he
in
jangled
3,
curses all over Main Spring, getting
2,
investors to front
1.
claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn.
Actually, I don't know if Charlotte's
Thing
here.
is, all the bankers back home know that this is Karja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
You love it here, Charlotte.
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Ulvund?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Ulvund has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign. I thought you'd be back in Freeheap. Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back, but realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since. You could always leave. And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here. Well, I have to be going. Thanks for the drink, Petra. I'm glad I stopped by. Anytime, Flamehair.
Anytime, Flamehair. She wants me bad, huh? Not unique to her, is it? I think it is, right?
Hey!
Hi? Okay, guess I don't get to talk to you yet. Sorry. Alright, so what am I doing then? Let me find errand. I guess I can go do this as well. Nope, never mind. He was in here, in this like bar area. This bar area makes me want to play fucking Monster Hunter.
Savior.
Not Worlds.
Thank you for taking the time, and my condolences that you had to endure.
Is it World? I can't remember the Monster Hunter game I like now. The one before
It sounds
Rise.
like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea
My brain
that
is
the Karja
dead.
purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt.
Is it Monster Hunter World? It's World?
completely
Okay.
absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
I said
No one
World, and then my
knows
brain
for
was like,
sure.
that doesn't sound right. That sounds
The first
fake.
report of them
Monster
came
Hunter
from
World? That's not the name of
west
the
of the
video game. And I
quarry.
was like, I think it is, but
unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is barren light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvund up.
What is this concession decree that Ulvund wants?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you,
I'm gonna be
that
honest
produce
with you.
Value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
I do not give a shit about the side quest. Like, I'm doing it, but like, I don't care about Oseram and Daunt politics or any of this stuff.
Investments without the concession?
I don't know. I really,
Not while there's
I don't
a
even
chance
know what the
Sundom could
Oseram
revoke
even
their
fucking
access.
like stand for or
Hence
want,
why
frankly.
The concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
I don't know what the Karja are. I don't know what the fucking Oseram are, but it's just like factions. I don't even know what they stand for, what they want, what they like think and believe. Like, I don't know. All this is tied up in like Oseram stuff, and I don't know anything about the Oseram.
How does blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks help Ulvund get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chain Scrape is all gears and rust.
I know the Karja are the Sun King people,
Bad
but
ale.
they're also the ones who like
Claiming
had
that the
slaves,
Karja
right?
used
So of
the
course everybody
bristlebacks in
hates
order
them.
to intimidate
I know they're
Oseram
like
laborers into
their new king
obedience.
is good now, Sun King of Odd, but
Well,
like
let's just
they have
say
a reputation.
No one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King.
Yeah.
And with the bristlebacks bringing work in the valley to a halt, Ulvund has plenty of time to pick at barely healed wounds.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not.
I don't know.
Overseeing the
I don't
entire
hate this
valley
game or
on
anything,
behalf
but I'm
of
just
the
kind of
Sun
waiting
King?
for the moment where it like
was an honor.
grabs
Is
me
an
and it
honor,
hasn't
But your job
yet.
would be a lot
Like I still
easier
want to keep
without
playing it. I'm
someone
not saying like,
Ulvund
ooh, I'm gonna give up on
blasting
it or
fire all the
anything.
time?
I want to beat it, but I'm just like waiting for the moment where I'm like,
He's been around
okay.
longer than I have.
Remember the
Even
first game
fancies
took
himself
forever
the
to grab me
founder of
too,
Chain
though,
Scrape.
even though I really like the concept.
Well, I'll find a
And
way.
ended
to
up
live
mostly
with
liking the game.
I have to.
So what you're saying is it gets good after the deep jungle?
You said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming the Karja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
I'm drunk. You.
Yeah. Drinks later.
Actual story of the game hasn't begun yet? Alright. I'm not trying to be a hater or anything. Like I said, I still want to, like, beat this game, but, like, I don't know. I guess so far I was kind of... Everybody said this one was much better than the first one, so... And I liked the first one, but I remember having a few, like, qualms with it, too. So I guess I kind of keep waiting for it to do that, and it's not...
Dead bristleback out of Falls. Gotta check it out.
Alright, fair enough. I have dealt with long tutorial sections before I can do so again.
Looks like it died on impact. Maybe it charged off the cliff up there. I better keep following the trail up.
I have no haterade. I have no haterade. I only have love in my heart. So who are you to judge me? No one can rise above me. Have love in your heart.
An old mine.
No one can rise above me.
A lot of broken trees. It's like a stampede went through. Is this where the bristlebacks came from? How? Unless this cave leads out of the Daunt.
Probably.
The old cart tracks collapsed. It looks recent. Guess I'm not going that
Damn,
way.
if only I had a Breath of the Wild style fucking glider.
There's smoke. I'm deeper in the
It's
mine.
definitely partially my fault because I've spent a lot of extra time here, like gathering resources and stuff. But
So they did come through here.
you know,
They must have gotten trapped. I'm gonna have to take them out before I can look around.
are you telling me it's a daunting task? Ha 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 ha. Losing the Dorito from that? You fucking wouldn't do. Storbu, I thought we were close. I thought you cared. I'll be honest, I'd probably play a city builder Horizon game. All jokes aside, that does not sound like the worst game you could play. Yes, I do, Joey. Although I was going to tell you, I forgot to say this. I do like the wallpaper you picked, but it might not be the best idea since that might influence your, like, the wallpaper might influence the vibe of the room, and that's not actually what my room looks like. It's just 4 white walls, which I feel like might, you know, that might matter. But I still want to see what you've made. Liza P City Builder? Are you a fucking idiot fool? Liza P Puppet Builder. You should look into the Steam World series. The Steam World Dig 1 and 2 are like Metroidvania platformers. Steam World Heist is like a 2D side-scrolling like XCOM type thing. Steam World Legend or whatever is a fucking like card-based, card turn-based JRPG, and SteamWorld City is a city builder, like a card-based city builder. So, okay, hold on, Joey. I'm gonna DM this to you.
Happy to see me?
Yeah, that dude did suck at attacking me. Why did you not just pause the game? I mean, what did I lose? What did I lose by dying? I might have paid for it. That doesn't mean I gotta let you use it.
Says hi.
What's the permanent Zilk counter counting? If that's Pax bot for from Streamloots. If that hits 2400, then Zilk will be on my shoulder always, all the time. And And I will instead change the cards to be putting his hat on and putting soap on, maybe. Those are already channel points though, so I might not. Forever? Forever. Hi, Bray. Also, Bray, I signed up for that thing you showed me. TY for showing me.
Hi, I'm Zilg. It's possible for my curse to be permanent. Teehee.
My name is Aloy, and I'm here to say I'm gonna fuck your mom in a major way.
I'm not giving up.
She would not say that? Yes, she would. Who's the one playing the game sweaty? Therefore, I think I know a little bit more about it than you do, pal. Because I invented it. And I perfected it so that no living PS5 owner could best me in the ring of battle. Wait, thank you for the stream streak. Sorry that you're so dumb, Cassie.
Okay.
I respect and appreciate you as a person, but you're so dumb. That's almost 1 year? No, a year's 365 days. Right? Am I stupid? Alright, thank you everybody for sharing your watch streaks. I appreciate it. Second chap. hold on. I'm gonna show Joey something really fast, but I need to show it in MS Paint, so hold on 1 second. This time you don't get to see chat. Joey just lives on an asteroid? Oh, that makes so much more sense. Joey, why didn't you tell me you lived on an asteroid? You know what song I have stuck in my head for no good fucking reason, chat? The fucking Jonas Brothers Year 3000. Been to the year 3000. Not much has changed, but they live underwater. And yes, I know it's not originally a Jonas Brothers song, but that's the one I know in my head. That was busted? I know. I'm on a delay. I know. I know. fucking just look at this thing? Okay, sorry. I was clarifying with Joey stuff about how I want my living room to look. I guess I could show you guys, since we were talking about this earlier. This is basically how I've always envisioned doing my living room. Since, like, there's not a lot of space, but the problem is I kind of hate furniture just sitting ajar and not, like, being against something. But this is the only way I've ever been able to envision doing my living room in a way that makes sense. Because, like, I can't put, like, anything here in this corner because, like, I can't put anything here in this corner because then the sight line just goes directly into the kitchen. There's no, like, place to put the TV, right? Or in this, like, against the thing, right? So, like, you know, I can't put, like, the couch against the window here, even though that would be nice because of that. Because then I just have to put the TV, like, right here, just, like, sitting here, right? I can't put the couch here and the TV here, not just because it would block the walkway, but also because it'd be so, like, far from the TV. It would make, and I don't have that big of a TV. It would make the TV look pretty fucking small. And I can't, like, you know, put the TV up here in this little corner anywhere, or the couch anywhere, because the front door is here. It's kind of the worst possible angle for everything to be, so this is the only thing that makes sense in my head. I haven't been able to ever think of anything that would be better than this, but I also don't really like this, because I don't like the, like Kay just said, the classic couch hallway. I'm not a fan of this. I think it sucks. So, like, I don't know. I don't know. That's why I was like, I don't know, maybe you guys could help me design something, because I think it sucks. But I don't know, like, it doesn't seem like there's any other logical way, because there's no other logical way to do it if I have to have a TV in there, which I do, and if I have to have my TV against the wall, which I do. But seems fine to me. I mean, it's fine, it's not my favorite thing. The fuck? Hold on. You know, this game would go faster if I would stop delaying it every 5 seconds. Ugh, sorry, I'm just kind of all over the place. And because I'm partially all over the place because the beginning of this has been so boring, it's not, like, grabbing me. So I'm, like, I keep just getting distracted thinking about other things and shit.
Looks like mine runs pretty far back.
Smaller armchair could give some room. I suppose that's true. I really do like couches, though.
There's gonna be a blaze here to blast a mountain open. And there's a note on one of the barrels. This note's addressed to Oland. Looks like this mine was supposed to be shut down.
I have done that before and broken a couch doing so.
Deeper into the mountain. I should let Javad know what I found.
Charlotte, I appreciate that you're horny about this, and I get why. Also consider that was like a $500 mistake. Even if I was horny the same way about it you were, it still was too much of like a costly mistake to be horny in the moment. Like, I remember it very vividly because I was like, oh, that's funny. Wait, no, it's not. I was like, haha, that's funny. I broke the couch. Wait, oh, fuck, I broke the couch. Am I stupid? Oh no, it's just the random thing that I haven't had to do in like 10 hours where you have to do that. Do I have anything I can blow this up with fire? What am I stupid? Return to Javad the Willing. Really? Inventory? Oh, I do have the blast traps. What about my inventory, though? Good morning, Moon Lily. You have a sling? Yeah, but it's just frost bombs. I can't make anything else in it.
Can't take another shot.
Are you serious? Okay. That is lame. It's right there, like... That's a little lame.
So Olvend was secretly blasting in the mine. Trying to squeeze it for all it's worth. Until... Bristleback stampeded through. Maybe it's the explosions in the open? But from where?
You know, it's secretly blasting and squeezing? Haha, that's right. My penis. I don't know why I have to click through the loading screens. I think that also kind of annoys me a little bit. Why do I have to click X through the loading screens? Why can't they just go when they load?
Savior, what news do you bring?
Picked up the Bristleback trail by the quarry. Looks like they stampeded out of a mine at the back of the valley.
The mine? How could a herd of bristlebacks come from there?
I'm not sure, but Ulvin's workers were using explosives to tap the tunnels inside.
For the love of Dawn, I told him it wasn't worth the risk. Those tunnels, they run for miles underground, even beyond the Daunt. No, you don't think...
That Ulvin's blasting opened up a passage from the other side?
Perhaps. Yes, perhaps. If this is true, we need confirmation. An inquiry. So thorough, so irrefutable, endorsed by the Savior.
All right, I'll keep looking. How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvend blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvend's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. Well, I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
How does blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks help Ulvin get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chainscrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming that the Karja loosed
This
the
game is
bristlebacks
incredibly
in
pretty.
order to intimidate Oseram
And I like a lot of
laborers
its style.
into
I'm just really
obedience.
bored by the Daunt.
Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King. And
Yeah, didn't he already say all this
bringing work
stuff?
in the valley to a
He
halt,
told me to come talk to
Ulvin
him, but I
has
thought...
plenty of time to pick at barely healed wounds.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
Yeah, I thought so.
I need to go.
It told me I have to talk to him for the... What? On hold until the embassy has been completed. What? All right, man, whatever. I'm doing this. You can't make me do anything else.
If I'm gonna find out where the bristlebacks came from, I need to head further west. Another reason to get the embassy going?
The embassy is a main quest? Okay. I don't know why you're confused, because I'm... To put it bluntly, because I'm barely paying attention to this dialogue and not retaining literally any of it. I didn't even realize I was halfway in that dialogue until I, dialogue I'd already done until I heard a line I'd heard before. Because I'm really struggling to, this area is so boring, and, I don't know, I'm just really, really struggling to keep my attention on it and pay attention to what's going on. And that sucks, and I feel bad about it, and it's not fun to watch. I understand that, but, when I'm bored by something like this, I have a fucking ADHD moment, and I really, really, really struggle to pay attention. I really struggle to retain any information. And I'm not, proud of it, so...
Is that a tripwire? The whole area's rigged with them. It's always something.
It's frustrating because I hate being the streamer who just had an NPC explain everything to me and then go what happened? Because I don't want to be that I don't want to be that kind of streamer, but also all I remember about the last 2 hours of this recording, which has been 2.5 hours, is that I told a story about how I told a story from my childhood about what happened when I didn't have a book cover in school, and that's it. I don't want to pull an Aaron Hansen. Oh yeah, and we talked about redesigning my room. I don't remember literally anything that's happened to the game. I don't remember any of the dialogue. I'm not trying to not engage with it. I don't remember. If I've seemed distracted, it's because I am. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry your power was out for a while. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything important. Nothing I can remember anyway. Oh, that's... Bria, that's fucked up. Yeah, no shit, dude.
Acid could work against that machine.
I used your tripwire. They didn't even fucking get fully stunned, dickhead. No, I know exactly what hit me. Also, I don't know. I really am not trying to be in my hater arc. But there's still stuff about this game's controls that I don't really like. Like, why is it to do the grapple hook, I have to jump, which is X, then hit X again, and then to launch myself off the grapple hook, I have to hit circle for some reason? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Why is it to use one of my little pouch items down here in the corner, the ones I'm moving? How come I scroll to one and then I hit the down arrow as opposed to, like, you know, if you're gonna have like a Dark Souls style inventory type thing in the corner, like, have it so that there's a button dedicated to using your bottom slot rather than down on the D-pad, because that's weird. Because, like, I think, oh, I want to aim a rock, so I hit down on the D-pad. That's just, it's weird. I don't know. I can aim by either holding left trigger or hitting down on the D-pad. It doesn't feel right. Well, yeah, X is fall / let go. So why do I hit X to go, or why do I hit circle to go higher in the air? What? Okay. Alright, hold on, chat, 1 second. Hi, princess. Also, like, another thing is, like, I appreciate the idea that, like, your melee controls and your range controls are all, like, always equipped. So to do melee, I just attack without aiming, right? But then to do ranged, I aim and then I can do my ranged, right? I appreciate that as a concept, I guess, but, like, it's really frustrating when, like, sometimes I just want to fire like a quick shot and I'm like, oh nope, sorry, I got locked in the heavy animation. Like, I don't know, I just wish I could just, like, if I have the bow equipped, like, let me do a quick little pot shot instead of, like, having to do this to go. I don't know. These aren't, like, necessarily bad controls or anything, but they're just, like, they're not clicking with my brain. Fundamentally not intuitive to you? Yeah, like, they just don't feel right. Are you kidding me?
There, machine's vulnerable.
He doesn't know where I am. They don't know where I am. It's not that it has far more things to do than there's buttons available. It's that it feels like It feels like the buttons are just assigned at random with no rhyme or reason. Like, there's there's two ways to do everything. Like, what if I want to craft like what if I want to craft like ammo? Okay, well, I hold this and I go to craft ammo. Whoops, sorry, that's not the ammo I meant. I actually meant I wanted to craft trap ammo, so I actually hold down on the D-pad and then I can craft stuff here. Why? Why are there two methods to craft? Like, why? Why is it not all just in here? You know? Like, I don't know if I'm just being like a nitpicking asshole on that, but like, it's weird. Like, I'm like, oh, I gotta craft. Wait, nope, wrong menu. Like, why, like, oh, I want to aim. Wait, no, sorry, I meant I wanted to aim a rock. And these are different controls. Every other game is like, okay, here is your crafting button. This is the area you go to craft things. Whether it's ammo or traps or whatever, this is the area you go to get things. You play the first game? Yes, and I don't remember it controlling exactly this way. I might just be wrong, though. I fucking used the tripwire, you dumb piece of shit asshole! Die! I mean, it's clearly just a me problem with my brain and them not feeling intuitive because of that, but I don't know. The controls just on a fundamental level don't feel intuitive to me. It doesn't make sense to me or feel intuitive to have two different places to do the exact same action. Two different buttons to do the same action that, you know, like effectively does the same thing, but, you know, it's different aspects of the game. Again, maybe it's just because I've been playing a lot of Souls-likes or whatever, but, like, you know, in Dark Souls and Lies of P and everything else, you have your little bottom pouch or whatever, and there's a button just dedicated to that. You press that button, that's the button you use to do your bottom pouch. That's it. That's all it ever does. I mean, that makes sense, but like, yeah, for me, it's like a fundamental thing of like, I don't think I need to craft ranged ammo for my bow, or I need to craft a trap. I just think I need to craft. That's like the thing I need to do. So, okay, so I go to craft here. Nope, wait, wrong menu. Sorry. Nope, actually, I go to this one. Like,
I see you're a practiced hunter. Took you less time to kill those scroungers than vanguards to kill one
like I want to aim a rock, so I press my aim button. Wait, yeah, nope, sorry, that's not the right aim button. You press down on the D-pad with your rock selected. That's the aim button for the rock.
Showed up to
like,
carve the carcass, as they do.
South, after more bristlebacks?
Probably.
I mean, eventually, yes, I can. I will get used to it. I'm just saying, like,
dead set on getting rid of them.
It's just something that's bothering me right now.
Red. You're gonna go chasing across the Daunt. You're gonna want a tripcaster. Not just any tripcaster. One of my make. Free of charge.
Workmanship looks solid enough.
Yep. Been tweaking the design since I left Chain Scrape. More room to tinker out here and less chance of, well, accidents.
Why'd you say it like that? Accidents. Rocks are not a weapon, but you still use them the same way you use a weapon. Like, I'll be honest with you, it would make way more sense to me if I aimed my bow and then pressed down to pull out a rock. Like, that would make sense to me. Because I'm pressing the aim button that aims stuff, and then I'm pulling out a rock for my utility. Like, that makes sense to me. But instead, I either press the bow aim button or the rock aim button, and those are different buttons. Whereas in my head, and again, this is just me, I'm not saying the game is like bad or anything, it's just me, but in my head, left trigger is the aim button. So if I want to aim anything, bow, rock, anything, that's the button I use for that to me.
Did something happen in Chain Scrape?
Well, like someone.
Let me guess. Olvend.
I don't know. That's just how I conceptualize controls, I guess.
Town. He took a real interest in my wares. Kept pressing for the Ulven discount. I said no. He didn't like that so much. I can't prove it, but that chuff bucket set my workshop on fire. Felt it best to put some distance between us after that.
Pull up a bow into a rock? Well, you don't throw the rock from the bow or whatever. You're just like, you are aiming. You're aiming down you're like aiming your thing. You are in aim mode, right? Like, whether it's your bow or a rock or whatever, you are in aim mode.
Cable car operator told me the bristlebacks just appeared yesterday. Do you know anything about them?
How is old Karn? Back in the day, me and him got into all sorts of trouble. There was this one time that...
Anything about the bristlebacks?
No. Karn said true. I just showed up and ran amok. Lucky for me, I've got you and the Vanguard swooping in time to save my backside.
I'm a little surprised to hear I'm apparently the only one who thinks like this, but fair enough.
I should get going. Thanks for the tripcaster.
Well, you're
or I guess the only one this like control scheme idea makes sense too, but fair enough.
Did you know they have a tripcaster trial? Come by later if you want to try it out.
Maybe. After I get things under control. So Aaron headed south. Should be able to pick up his tracks with my focus.
Wait, you can run into your own tripwires? Was that in the first game? I don't remember that. Maybe I just never did it. It would make sense for it to be in the first game and then bring it be in there, but... I mean, you're probably right. I just think it makes more sense if you design your controls to be based on, like, this is your button that does this. Like, look how many of these buttons just have, like, multiple actions, I guess. I mean, yeah, look, aim button. Except for the rock is a tool, so you aim it by using the tool button. Like that, I don't know. Ew, R2 on aim? Ooh. Yeah, there's no way to do what I'm thinking of. I don't know. I think I did play the first game with mouse and keyboard. Maybe that's why I feel this way, because I did play the first game with mouse and keyboard, and with, I think I did anyway, and with, because it's a third-person shooter, and with mouse and keyboard, like, yeah, everything just has one key. Maybe that's why I remember it not being so bad in the first game, because everything's just one key, so, like, that could be it. Maybe I did use a controller. I don't remember. Somebody would have to go look at my VODs and see if there's controller prompts. I don't remember. Wait. Search for Aaron's tracks. Oh, there they are. Stupid.
Tracks. Maybe Aaron's and the Vanguards.
Wait, I have to go to my weapon wheel, switch weapon to rock, throw the rock, then go back to my weapon wheel, switch back to bow. I think that would be bad. But, like, what if, like, while I'm here, so, like, let's say that you have, like, health potions selected down here, right? And then when I aim, it auto changes to rock. So that I could just, like, press down and then I have rock, and I can throw rock or something, you know? Wonder if this is why Rise gives you so much trouble. Yes, it is, because World doesn't have that problem. Like, think about World. World has much more, like, this is your button that does this action. All actions that are this type will be on, like, this button. Rise plays a lot more like an old school Monster Hunter, and World doesn't have that, you know? That's part of the reason why I like World more. It feels better to control to me, because World controls, I mean, almost like a fucking Dark Souls game. World has a much more, like, simplified control scheme comparatively. Still has a ton of actions, but, like, everything's, like, you know, all of your pouch buttons are always done with square. You move your pouch by going to the thing, then you press square. X is always your jump button or whatever. Like, triangle is always your carve and interact button. You know what I mean? It's always any action that would be, that falls under the category of what this button does is relegated to that button. The Horizon Zero Dawn VODs are uploaded? Oh, you know what? They might not be. Yeah, the wire bug is insanely complex to me, and it makes it really confusing, and it's a big reason that I don't like it. Which sucks, because it's really cool conceptually, and I'm not even saying I don't like it, because I do like Rise, but it's the reason I haven't put a bunch of time into it. Because everybody says it's really important, and, like, it's a thing you have to use for the whole game, which makes sense. It's the game's gimmick. No, Rise definitely doesn't have World's controls. It definitely has some changes, because it feels weird to me to play, and I can do World without even, like, with my fucking eyes closed, but
Sounds like someone's putting up a fight.
oh, hey, this guy. I remember this guy.
Another one down. Now this is what I was forged for. No ledgers to fill. No boring mid-afternoon patrols. Just a hammer. Just the fight. Aloy?
Aaron!
I don't remember this guy's whole deal. I don't remember this guy's story or deal or anything like that, but I remember really liking him from the first game.
Stay where you are. I'll handle the rest. These bristlebacks are everywhere. Those bristlebacks have acid canisters on their backs. It should trigger a chain reaction if I hit them with acid arrows.
That's not what I would think, but okay. I would think that hitting them with acid arrows would not work because they have acid like on them and in them, so they're probably not weak to it, but okay.
There it goes.
Oh, I like that Aloy is chatty. I like it. It lets me listen to women, which I should always be doing at all times, frankly. No, but really, I don't mind it. I get why it bothers some people. That's kind of a thing in modern games, I think, where the protagonist is really chatty and a lot of people get annoyed with it. And I get why, but it doesn't bother me. I get why it bothers other people.
Hey, Aloy. You might have to meet me halfway here. Ah! God.
God damn it.
Caught me at my best, as usual.
Well, you did the hard part. I just took care of the stragglers. How bad is it?
Who needs ribs, huh? Oh, I'm good. Huh. Okay, well, I know you didn't come all the way to the Daunt just to watch me get wrecked. So what's the story?
I need the embassy to happen, so I can head west. Erend, what I did at the Spire, what we did, it didn't end the threat. It just slowed it down. There's still more to do.
Really? Well, that's great. I mean, yeah, not the threat's not over part. That's not so great. But hey, whatever you're up against, your spear, my hammer, just like old times.
Erend, I need the embassy now. I can't wait for you to heal.
Couple of days rest, if that.
Actually, even if you weren't hurt, what I have to do, it's better if I do it alone.
Alone? Now that figures.
Erend! I hate to interrupt the romance, but I'm pretty banged up here.
I'm a little annoyed at, like, we meet character who could help us. Oh no, the second we meet him, he gets hurt. Now he's too hurt to help us. Like, I don't know. That feels a little contrived, but,
I'll go
you
to
know,
Barren
whatever.
Light, get
Plot's gotta happen.
Patched up. If you want this embassy to happen, we're gonna need this sun priest, Studious Wadis.
Oh, I know him. I'll clear the Valley of Bristlebacks, then send Wadis to Barren Light. I'll catch up with you there.
Well, I guess that's sort of like a goodbye.
I'm sorry?
Brother, I'm not gonna die.
Sorry? Yeah, that'd be a first.
Where is this coming from?
Yeah, what's this fucking hostility?
Hey, just, forget it, yeah. Oh, it's nothing.
It sounds like something.
All right, fine. Now, after the battle at the Spire, you took off. You left without so much as a handshake. I mean, people like me, we fought and bled at your side, Aloy. You just disappear? What kind of person does that?
Aaron, why'd you look directly at me, the player?
Erend, look. I'm sorry it wasn't easy for you when I left. And I know it's not easy now, but what I've been doing...
No, yeah, this is a completely valid complaint.
And only I can save it.
Life on Earth?
Yeah. Everything dies unless I succeed.
Well, then let me help. Oh.
You can't. There's no machine to fight, no bad guy to kill. What I've got to do, I can't even explain it.
You literally
Not even
could.
to people I care about.
It's been
so much for
explained to you.
Okay.
I'm getting a little sick of Aloy doing this whole fucking lone wolf thing when people are clearly like want to help her. I'm sure that's like part of the plot, but like I'm getting a little sick of it.
Obviously. We'll make you.
Yeah, but the whole first game was about her learning to accept help from people and shit. And she, you know, that culminates in her literally rallying together all of the people you helped in side quests, plus an entire city.
You'll have to handle that one on your own. We'll only slow you down.
But now she's like, oh, my quest is too important. Shut up. No, it's not. Like, it's an important quest, and that's why you should get help. As many people who could help you with this, the better. What if you die? Oh, sorry, now everybody else dies. What if you just fucking fall off a ledge and die by accident? Well, nobody else knows how to do this, so now you die, or now everybody dies. Like, and Aloy's not stupid. She would understand this. Like, where is this coming from? Also, like, from everybody else's perspective, Aaron's totally right. From everybody else's perspective, yes, she did. I mean, that's true, but like, from everybody else's perspective, this person who has like intimate, unexplainable knowledge of the world and like has achieved feats that like other humans like write legends about just keeps coming into their life, getting close to them, making friends, like becoming friends with them, and then just fucking disappearing, just ghosting them, and only showing back up when she needs help again. Like, hey, can you help me with the thing? But only help me with this one thing. Don't help me with the whole thing. If you help me with the whole thing, I'm gonna be really mad. Just help me with this one little thing. Like, all right, fuck off a little bit. I'd be pissed too. If I was in Aaron's shoes, I'd be like, all right, well, fuck you a little bit. We were all saving the world together and you just fucking disappeared. Now you're going, hey, I need your help again, but not too much help, just a little bit of help. Why do you have weird esoteric rules about the help that you'll receive? Just take some damn help.
It's a ruin from the old world. But I could find something interesting inside. Okay. What do we have in here?
I don't know. I don't dislike Aloy even a little bit. This feels a little like... The plot of this feels a little out of character from what I remember of Aloy in the first game. Like, she wasn't quite like this. By the end of the game, anyway.
I think I'm back in the range of the list of points. I can try to find the name list. It's on to me.
I don't even know if contrived is the right word. I think, like, I don't think it's a bad, like, okay. I don't think it's a bad plot point because, like, what it essentially boils down to is that Aloy is kind of being a fucking baby, right? Like, ultimately what it boils down to is that Aloy is kind of being a fucking baby and not, like, accepting help, right? And that's okay. It's okay to write a flawed character that's being a bit of a fucking baby and not accepting help. That's fine. But, like, if you've already written or like wrote that they get over being a baby and not accepting help, it's weird for them to just suddenly stop doing that, like to revert back and be like, no, actually now I'm not accepting help again. Without like a good reason. And I guess the reason they're trying to convey here is like I guess the reason they're trying to convey here is like, oh, well, like, this is, like, a really serious thing and only she can do it or whatever. Like, it's too dangerous for other people. But, like, okay, then, like, fucking, like, either tell them that and explain that in detail or, you know, like, stop trying to go to these people who clearly want to help you. I don't know.
Can we please get this damn pile of scrap off me?
Valor Surge are extremely powerful, rare abilities and instantly turn the tide of a fight. Build up your Valor Surge bar and unleash its ultimate power. Earn Valor through tactical gameplay. When a segment of the Valor bar is full, Valor Surge by opening the weapon wheel and tapping R. That's how you do it? Really? Okay.
I'd like
Really?
to feel my legs again if you don't mind, Savior.
Okay. That just feels like not a great way to activate that, but okay.
Mighty thankful to you, Savior.
Just Aloy is fine.
Aaron mentioned you're not one for fancy titles.
You're Vanguard.
Well, here to escort Wadis' delicate behind to the embassy.
If we can get rid of these bristlebacks.
Captain said to keep an eye on Chainscrape, then these ugly lugs showed up.
Gave the first one a good beating.
But didn't quite have time to roll out of the way when it fell.
Told you it wasn't a good idea to eat that much before heading out.
Oh god.
Charlotte,
don't come.
Probably get going.
Now, if you see any more of these bristlebacks,
I'll make sure to roll out of their way.
Might want to take some of these with you as well. They're handy in a pinch.
Thanks.
Stay safe, Aloy.
To accept help, she'd have the might of a giant kingdom and all the most competent people in the world at her beck and call. It's a very different game, ergo she needs to be a loner who won't explain shit. You're right, and I totally get that from a gameplay perspective. I just think it could be written better. Even what Jess said of like, I'm going to the Forbidden Wilds. It's, you know, it's like, you know, I can't take you. It's like a one-way trip or something. Like, I don't know. You're not wrong. I just feel like maybe they could write it a little better. I mostly just think it's weird for Aloy to start backsliding on her own character development for this plot point. For the third time, I am here. Although maybe this is only the first time actively.
Finally got help. That's it. Smash him to scrap.
One less machine.
It totally makes sense why the Sun Empire can't help and like shit like that. But why can't Erend help? Like it feels like they couldn't think of a good reason Erend couldn't help, so they just injured him at the beginning right when you see him. Like the second you see him for the first time in a while, he's just like, ooh, sorry, I got a little boo-boo, can't help you now. Like it just again, that part feels very contrived to me.
Another one down.
Things seem very apathetic, like saving the world is a sense of obligation rather than any kind of love for it or its people. Yeah, which I guess she kind of is, to be fair. She has like said like, you know, this is what she was born for and shit, and she doesn't really have any other choice. So like, on that part, it's kind of good storytelling, but... You're gonna have to remind me what pulling a Rost is. I don't remember that.
There. Corey's safe.
Dad? Oh, yeah! He did immediately get fridged, right? Yeah, but he's a guy, so it's okay to fridge him. That's how it works. Again, I really want to make it clear, I'm not just trying to like bitch and complain. I still am like enjoying what I play of this, except for this part, like being boring. I'm still overall enjoying what I play about this. I'm still like, I'm not like trying to sit here and be like, this game sucks. I'm just like trying to sort of give my feelings on things as they happen. I want to make it very clear that I'm not just here to bash the game. I really don't want people to think I'm just being a hater. I really hate that. Like, I know we all joke about it, but I really hate that perception of me, that I'm just like always a hater.
Doing out here, but consider yourself old.
We tried to hold off and wait for the vanguard, but one of them bristlebacks charged us. Next thing you know was a full-fledged fracas.
Is everyone okay?
We lost some good people, but we would have lost the whole quarry without you.
Well, at least it's quiet now.
Your ears ought to be ringing with a quarry at work, but Chain Scrape's whistle ain't blowing, so we're stuck picking up the pieces.
I mean, actually, Cassie, I was literally just about to say that. I will say the one plot point that the one like argument in favor of the way the game is being written currently that I can say is, like, if you were an isolationist, like Stone Age level, like late woman who had like spent her entire like childhood and adult life you know, living in like an isolationist thing with nobody caring about who you were or whatever, and then you were suddenly gifted like the secret knowledge of the universe, and then you were told like you're literally the only person genetically who can fix it. I mean, yeah, that'd be a lot on your shoulders. It would be a little hard to be like, all right, yeah, sure, let me just go get my friends. Like, that's a lot on your shoulders. That's a lot to think about, a lot to worry about, a lot to feel, and a lot to have to process and do all yourself. Like, yeah, I get that. But my complaint more so stems from the fact that, like, my complaint more so stems from the fact that, like, that's also a plot point in the first game, and by the end of the first game, it's pretty resolved. Aloy sees that, like, you know, I mean, she tries to do it alone and she gets like captured and has to go in that arena and stuff, you know? Like she sees pretty clearly that if she does it alone, there's a chance that if she does all this alone, there's a chance she could die. If she dies, everybody dies because she's the only one who has the like literal genetics to even be able to do anything about this stuff.
You need the whistle to get back to work?
Me and my
No, but you'd think like her priority is like saving the world, right? So like keeping herself alive is like a very important part of that.
And my people have been through enough.
Ulvund holds that much power?
He's got the money and connections to snuff our fires for good. Almost feels like we stood a better chance with the bristlebacks.
I don't think it's like a retcon or anything. I could see this being an Aloy's character. I just don't think it's very good characterization, I guess, right now.
What are you and your crew working on?
We're supposed to be working Ulvund's claim, digging out stone to show our barren light. But the work stoppage and the bristlebacks cut us short. Never seen those blast springs in a Daunt before.
Chat.
Where in Forge Fire did they come from?
I will say,
I'm not sure.
She's only like 26. Her ass should be at the club. If we're being honest with ourselves, her ass should be at the club throwing it back white girl style. If we're being really honest with ourselves. She's about 20. Her ass should be at the club!
I need to get going.
That's prime club age!
Thanks to you, that might actually be possible today.
I think I've cleared out most of the bristlebacks. Chain Scrape can get back to work now. I'll go give Ulvund the good news. Vladis too. Then maybe this embassy can finally happen.
Like I said, I don't know. I don't think it's like the worst plot ever or whatever. I'm not gonna be like, plot hole, CinemaSins ding. Like, I'm not gonna do that. But I think it's a little like, come on guys, didn't we do this episode already?
Time to get Ulvund to blow the whistle, then Vladis to barren light.
You can find reasons that make it make sense. I mean, like Moonlily said, she's been an isolationist her whole life, or rather enforced isolation. She has like 2 weeks of like proof that things are, well, that's not true. She actually has like 2 years, but They're teenagers slash young adults, generally excuse for a character making terrible decisions occasionally. I don't disagree with you there. You're right. Also, yes, Joey, you were correct. I never talked about Zardoz. If you guys have seen the movie Zardoz, or have not seen it rather, well, you shouldn't watch it, but wow, is it a time. Wow, is it a time. Good God, what a movie. And not in the good sense. It would be such an interesting and cool movie that talks, like goes into, like, the interesting philosophical implications of immortality and everything else if it wasn't tripping over fucking Sean Connery's ball sack and bulge and chest hair.
Still here, I see.
If chain scrape is on Karja land, shouldn't a Karja be in charge?
One of the first lines in the movie is the penis is bad, the gun is good.
Folk, of course. You think a Karja can head this whole venture? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then? People only follow you because you say so. Loudly.
Anyone who has followers has authority. I've been with Chain Scrape from the beginning. I mean, I'm practically its founder, and its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
You said you founded Chain Scrape. Somehow I doubt that.
Practically founded, I said. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light's shadow. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chain Scrape is what it is thanks to me.
Oh, you're just a venture capitalist.
Standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little return on my investment.
You're just a venture capitalist. You've just set up a mining town. Or what are they called? Not mining towns. What's that thing that company towns used to do? Where you just set up like a small shanty town right outside of a mine? No, I know company town. Company town is just like a town owned and run by a company. There's like a name for when you set up like a little shanty town outside of a mine like that.
I cleared out all the bristlebacks.
Oh, you did?
Now that you've recovered from your shock, time to blow the whistle.
Boomtown, maybe.
Oh, there, not so fast. I'll have to send someone out to confirm the kills. Make sure the valley is safe again. It shouldn't take more than a day or two.
No. You blow the whistle now.
These are innocent Osram lives we're talking about here. Surely the delay...
Either you do it now, or I will.
Ah, I knew you could do it! Friends, gather around. The savior of Meridian has done it again. What? The bristlebacks are defeated.
Nothing worth remembering about Aloy. She's been searching for 6 months. She's kind of getting desperate, isn't necessarily thinking through the most rationally. That's very fair. I do wish the game had like made the time scale a little bit more obvious.
Their lost wages.
Yeah.
That's more like it.
Yeah. Woo.
Haha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't you have an embassy to get to?
Yeah. I guess.
Because at the beginning of the game, the guy who like follows you around, the guy who follows you around at the beginning of the game, who Aloy gives the focus to, he's like, hey, you just left the celebration of after the thing. So it sounds like it literally starts like the day after the end of the last game. Like it sounds like it starts like a few days after, but apparently she's been doing this for months. So like, merchants are now available.
Well, the chain scrape's back to work. Merchants should be open to trade. I should see if they have anything new.
I mean, is it bad that I like actually don't disagree with that the game needs a Star Wars crawl to tell you what's been happening? Like, is it bad that I genuinely agree? Like, I know you're joking, but like I actually mean that. Yes, that would be good. Didn't it? No, it didn't. I don't think it would be good if it was literally Star Wars, like you know, the thing, but cinematic showing between the games. It's like literally 15 seconds long, and all it shows is just Aloy running around on a thing. That's not very indicative of a lot of time passing. Like, I'm sorry. That really is not indicative of a lot of time passing. You can't honestly tell me that it is. Oh, okay. Well, now I feel a little dumb for... Now I feel a little dumb for, upgrading my bow so much. I thought it was, like, upgrading the concept of my bow. I didn't realize that it was, like, every weapon had 3 upgrades.
You haven't done anything useful like getting rid of any bristlebacks, though, have you? Take your time. I promise you won't be disappointed.
The world is literally dying right now. I know. Okay, these bows are kind of cool. Hold on. I am watching the beginning of the game real fast, real quick, to see, nope, that's not it. To see if you guys are right. I think this is the right opening. I can't honestly tell. Okay, yeah, it is. No, it's not Lance. It's I found the opening. It's Aloy talking. Okay, yeah, I was right. There is one line in this whole thing. She says, "I've been searching for months for what I need." And then immediately after, in the opening, the guy is like, "Hey, you just fled from the party we were just having. How come you did that?" Which implies that, like, it's like the day after the ending of the first game. Also, the rest of the thing is about like her nightmare and like the blight and all this other kind of stuff. There is one line about the passage of time. So I don't know. I don't really feel like it was like, you know, it's on me, I guess, for not remembering that line, but I don't feel like it was very clearly explained that there had been a lot of time in between these things. This cutscene is like 5 minutes long, and 3 minutes of it are devoted to the nightmare that Aloy had. So like, I don't know. The plants are dying all around her? Incorrect. That's not what happens in the opening cutscene. The opening cutscene shows a bunch of robots and stuff. It shows Aloy finding a fox dying in the blight for about 3 seconds. Then it shows her climbing a rock while it's raining, which is where she says, I've been looking for months. Then it goes into the nightmare. And then immediately after the nightmare, Varl comes up and says, she's like, why are you here? And he's like, or he calls her like Aloy, all her titles or whatever. And she's like, you know, I hate that. And he's like, well, consider it a punishment for running out on us the very same night we beat Hades. So like, I don't know. Totally feel like that one's on me. You mentioned one thing. They talk about it? No, that's the only, I just watched the whole thing at 2x speed. No, they don't. That's the only line. Like, that's it. That's literally it.
Come back anytime.
Now can I get this fixed?
I can fix your tools. Afraid there's no fixing you.
Oh, I see. I know what's going on. You don't like have to explain this story to me. I'm just saying, like, I know the gist of what's going on with ecological collapse and stuff. I'm saying I don't feel like it made it super obvious that a lot of time had passed.
Clear. Get moving.
You're not errant vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
When
says.
I've cleared out all the bristlebacks, which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay?
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Barren Light, Wadis. Like Aloy said, captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there,
Brother,
Aloy.
Some of these people are still in like Stone Age times. The riffraff as a concept doesn't exist. Shut up.
Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway. If I can get through it, I'll be able to track down Silence. Hades.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe even a Gaia backup. Guess I could head straight for Barren Light. Or poke around the Daunt some more first.
So I'm done with the Daunt now, right? Because she's saying I can leave and go to Barren Light. I'm done with the Daunt. The tutorial area is finally fucking done. I can leave. We're good. Yeah? Oh, thank fucking Christ. Okay. Sorry. I promise I don't hate the video game. I'm just, oh boy. All right. Well, it's cozy time anyway, so we're calling that a good stopping point.